when we show the videos at the end. You don't have to do it now.
When we show the videos at the end. Okay.
Yeah.
So I could hear them.
A little inside baseball. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Positivity Report.
I'm looking here, yeah?
Yeah, or the camera.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, there's like 400 of them in here because you're so profesh.
Super profesh. Guys, look who's here. It's Ashley Mova.
Hey!
Amazing.
Ashley friggin' Mova!
It's a big day here at the GPA.
Now,
Boom.
have I ever, I feel like, have I ever done this to you? That's going to sound weird. Have
Go
I ever
ahead.
done, I like to Mova. I like to
I've never
Mova.
heard that.
You never heard
And
that?
that's amazing.
Right?
I love that.
Yes!
I like to Mova. I like to
Mova! See?
I love that.
Wow.
Right?
That's going to be my new theme song.
I think so. It's like like you walk into a new listing.
Yes, I was just going to say it's
Like-
the $1 Million Listing Mova version, and that is the
Yes.
theme song for the show.
Mova
Mova Millions.
Mova
$1 Million
Millions.
Movas.
Mova
Movas.
dollar listings? We're going to get there. It's a fun.
It's a good start, though. It's a good start, yeah.
I first of all welcome everybody to the Positivity Report. We're here every single weekday, Monday through Friday. If you want to support the show, you can go to the GPA.fun, join the bucket club. You get one of those fancy buckets, fill it with whiskey, aka Boone's Bourbon. Mark, could you go grab me one of those bottles? I keep forgetting to take it off the desk to wipe it at the end of a Wednesday. Thanks, buddy. Awkward. And you can streamlabs.com/goodpeoplegpa. You can drink boonesbourbon.com. I know it's a little early for bourbon.
No, it's never too early for. I mean, bourbon maybe, but it's never too early for alcohol.
That's very when you speak the truth.
That is beautiful.
I know, right?
Love that.
And you're gonna exit the studio with one of these amazing. Good
Stop
People
it.
GPA
Ah,
glasses.
you treat me too nice.
Oh,
This is
no.
beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful.
No big
Beautiful.
deal.
Ignore the Band-Aid. Remember, I
Oh,
told
that's-
you about the finger
I
cut.
cut my finger.
It wouldn't stop bleeding, so I was a little worried, but we made it.
You did it. You did it.
Yeah.
Well, Sinead DeFries was supposed to be here. We were going to have the triumvirate back in studio because we did a Josh Macuga show of the three of us together back in the day.
Way back when. Yeah,
Which
it was
was
so much fun.
Super fun. To this day, one of my favorite moments, and I thought about it all during the pandemic
God.
because you and I both wash our hands like. back
Oh
in the
my
day.
God, I knew you were going to say that. Like, sometimes I think of that and I'm like, Ashley, I cannot believe you said that on camera, but it is who you truly are.
Sure you really are. I mean, listen. Anyway, if you guys want to go back and watch the episode, you can. I haven't seen you. I haven't seen you since we almost killed Mark Ellis.
You know, you said that yesterday when we were texting, and no, I feel
you
like we've seen each
sure?
other 1,000 times since then. Either that or time honestly flies so fast that
Or
I
it's
feel like I saw you yesterday.
an empty loop.
Empty
Yeah,
loop.
totally.
Absolutely empty loop. But I feel like I've seen you since then,
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
But that was an experience.
I mean, I think
Stands out.
after that day, it was sort of like, like Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Like after that day, we all went our separate ways, and it was like,
Yeah, no, that was, it was interesting to sit in the studio when I feel like I could hear crickets.
yeah.
Like no one else was there, but for some reason I was sitting there thinking everything was going to come back to normal. I don't know. Awkward vibes for sure, but I was the only one there.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, so it was me, you, Mark Riley was there.
I was there.
Because we were producing that show.
But
Remember,
were
it was
you
awesome
in the
Tacular?
studio?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ken was also there.
Mm-hmm.
And we
It
didn't
was
test. We didn't test the flavors. apparently.
No, we did
I
not.
mean, wait. Okay, I remember those being mixed, and I was like, ah, how funny, how funny. How hot could it possibly be?
Apparently enough to send Mark Ellis to the hospital.
I thought he was lying at
yeah.
first.
He and Johns. I was like, you guys are just being.
Yeah.
And you when it all happened and we stopped cameras, you looked at me and I was like, oh no. Uh-oh. And you're like,
Wait,
well,
did you mix it?
I did.
You mixed it. I remember it.
mixed
You
it.
you were sitting at the table with
Yes.
all of these things, like disgusting ranch,
Yes.
hot sauce. I don't even remember what
pickle
else.
juice, all that kind of stuff, right?
kind of all sounds like it would go together. Actually,
Right.
ranch, pickle juice, hot sauce.
That's fine.
There had to be other gross things. in
Crazy
there.
shots of things that we were all making. And then, for those that don't know, back in the day, Ashley Mova was the amazing host of a show called Awesome Tacular with Jeremy Johns. We had this segment where we would play a game during the show. And as a game show insano like myself, I was always making up games for us to do. And Ashley would be like, hey, this one sounds fun. So we were doing these disgusting shots games where we would ask them a movie trivia question. If they got it wrong, they'd have to take a shot of something stupid. And this was Jeremy Johns and Mark Ellis. So I'm behind the scenes. I'm like, make them take the shot. And Mark Ellis in his life has never yelled at most anybody. And I'm the one that gets yelled at most by him. And when I say that, it's like 3 times in the 10 years that I've known him. Okay.
Yeah.
And that was one of those days.
Oh, he yelled at you.
Yeah.
I actually have never seen Mark legitimately get angry, but I saw that he was angry that day, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I don't think I witnessed the fight or the yelling,
Yes.
but it was uncomfortable.
It really was.
It already was uncomfortable because I
Yes.
had sat there for like 2 hours while
Yep.
Mark was in the hospital.
Yep.
Bless him.
Yep.
But when he came back, which I think he came back and he was like, no, we have to be done for the day.
Yes.
And I was like, this is awkward energy.
This is-
Okay.
Okay, I guess I'll go home now.
But I also didn't have my like insides on fire.
Yes,
So
very true. Because I was the one that went to the hospital with him.
because you're a good friend.
Because I'm a good friend, and also
I cost him the.
I was the reason. I was the ambulance driver. Like, I'm sorry. Right?
What was the car ride like?
It was terrible. And the funny thing is we're like at a stoplight and a guy's walking by and he's like, hey, Mark Ellis, Josh Macuga. Oh my God, I'm a big fan. And I was like, oh God.
Amazing. I'm sure that fan thinks that you guys are just great people.
Just awesome people. And then we got there and the male nurse and the female nurse that were in there just laughed at Mark. I'm like, it's hot sauce. Here's some lidocaine. Just like drink some Mylanta. And so Mark was like, you sure it's not doing permanent damage to my stomach? The guy's like, no, they can't put that on the market. If it's not doing, like, I'm sure there's back alley hot sauces that will literally rip a hole in your stomach if you have stomach issues. But I don't know if Mark had that. Anyway, so you were there that day.
I sure was.
And to this day, one of the most memorable days of my life.
Yeah, scarring, if you will.
Scarring, as one of my best friends is laying on a hideously dirty like public bathroom floor. Remember? And then Jeremy Johns is sitting in front of a fan, blowing it into his mouth, eating ice.
I was like, they're being dramatic. I couldn't see Mark because I wasn't in the bathroom, obviously. And I was like, Jeremy's being dramatic. Like, when are we going to start again?
This is insane.
I didn't know
I've
it
got
was
things
that
to
serious.
Do. Yeah. I mean, just a day. Just a day.
Wow, good times though.
Good
and I'm glad that
times.
we all survived and our stomachs are okay. And here we are.
And here we are. Some 2.5 years later.
No way.
Yeah, that's how long
I mean,
it is.
just time needs to chill.
Empty loop.
Empty
It's
loop.
an empty loop.
Yeah.
Malcolm says, so no Sinead. So here's what happened.
Oh, bless.
Unfortunately, Sinead's dog passed away, which is very, very sad. I met him at Harrison's first birthday party. He was a little German Shepherd, and he was really sweet. And I love dogs. And man, she texted me, and I was like, and we were talking before cameras rolled, like, man, dogs need to outlive us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Kate Mulligan was on the show. I don't know if you know Kate, but Kate Mulligan was on the show on Monday, and they bought a tortoise during the pandemic. And tortoises live till they're like 140 years old.
Yeah.
Awesome. Pets, they can outlive us.
Yeah.
We can't.
What do you
Yeah.
mean? What about like a tortoise? What do you do when you're getting old? Do you write it like in your will? Who's going to inherit the tortoise?
They're kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
It just keeps going. Or like a local animal preserve. Because
Yeah.
tortoises just hang around. All you got to do is give them like lettuce and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're little vegetarians.
Right.
It's just like,
Yeah, I think the dog thing is so awful. I've experienced it myself, but it's almost like a dog is your child, and that's just not the order that things should go.
No, of
so it's
course.
almost like you have to be there while your child is,
Yeah. And then you're at the vet, because I was at the vet when my dog, when they put my dog down, because she was like 15, she's blind, she's peeing everywhere. It's very sad. She kept running into walls, and the doctor was like, she started having seizures, all this kind of stuff. And like you're at the vet, and they put it down like in front of you, and it's like, and my dad was always the guy that was like, the dog is your dog. I'm not going to take care of the
yeah.
dog.
Every parent says that. Yeah.
2 weeks in, that dog slept with my dad.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was so little, loved my dog. She had one closed nostril. She was a little Shih Tzu.
Oh.
And so like at like 5:30 every morning, because she had such a little bladder, she would like get in my dad's face and just go like, and my dad would, and then take the dog out, and then the dog would just crawl right back in the
Oh
bed
my
and
God,
go to sleep.
too cute.
And my
too
dog was
cute.
severely obese because my dad gave her the size, like a little mini dinner that was the exact same as my dad. And my mom's like, you can't give the dog meatloaf, green beans, and mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with
My
you?
dog was pretty obese too. I would call her sausage. Every night, my mom would cook them fresh chicken and rice.
Yeah.
chop it up. I mean, Mom, you don't make me dinner, so thank you for doing that. To the dog.
What has the
Right?
dog ever
Same.
done
That
for
my
you?
mother
Right?
does the same thing.
I mean, the dogs deserve it, but
Yeah.
you know.
Yes. Mark Riley's also here. We haven't gone to his cam in a second. Good
Hey.
morning.
Hi, everybody. You're talking hard stuff with
Hard
the
stuff.
dogs.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
Dog's over there too.
Yeah, I mean, Cal. Everybody knows
Yeah.
Cal. I was with him till the end.
Yeah.
That was the hardest day of my life.
God.
Not easy stuff.
Yeah,
but
but you
worst.
want to, and Mark and Draco,
Yeah.
a friend of ours. He told me this story about dogs that please owners go with them because they're like looking around at when they're like being brought back, and
Yeah.
it just broke my heart. But of course, I would always be with the dog until the very end. I
Definitely.
held Cal until the very end, and
that
I
is so
whispered in his ear until he was gone.
Oh.
And but that's what I signed up for.
Yeah.
with
Sure.
dogs.
And you know what? Their memories live with you forever.
And
they
a tattoo will live with me forever.
Yes, exactly. I
Yeah,
have actually
that's
a
for Cal.
necklace that says my dog's name that
Sausage?
pass. Cupcake.
Oh, cupcake.
Which is basically the same thing. Yeah.
Right. Because you gave it a bunch of cupcakes to turn it into a sausage.
Yeah, sausage girl.
I saw a photo the other day. I was thinking it was on Instagram or something. Like on the account. It was like I've never seen a fat tiger, and I saw a fat tiger at the zoo, so I thought I would post a picture of this fat tiger. Look at this fat tiger, and it's just a huge tiger, like.
Oh,
As all these other tigers walk around, and this one's just like.
that sounds cute though.
I know, right?
Sounds cute, and then you want to go pet it, but then it'll kill you. But it
Right.
makes sense that a tiger would be fat in a zoo. Like,
Right.
what is it doing?
Just hanging out.
Ugh,
eating.
zoos are terrible.
Yeah.
Anyways. Don't you feel the same way? It's kind of sad.
Sometimes.
Like they're locked up, and that's not their thing.
I think some of them don't mind it because then they get super comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind. If I was a tiger, I'd be like, take me to the zoo, dude. I'm going to chill.
Right.
Like, the food's going to be brought to me. Why would
Whatever.
I can't run in the field. I don't want to do that anyway.
Right.
Straight up.
Basically, like, we need to find like Mova, Macuga kind of wild animals and put them in a zoo. And it's like,
Yeah.
so do you guys have like Netflix?
Yeah.
Like what's going on?
But you have to charge $100 a ticket, and I get profit.
Always be scheming, Mova. Always be scheming. And this is the first time Ashley Mova is meeting GPACharity, the Hawaiian hunk, the Prince of the
That's
Islands,
what's
Aloha Hot
up.
Friday. She walked in very excited. She's like, "Oh, a person I don't know."
I am Ashley.
The world wants to know, what is Ashley Mova up to? Like, again, we haven't seen you in so long
Yeah.
after like the Collider flop, and you got married, and
Yeah.
you're here now.
I just have to mention that your chat is litty lit.
It's
like
lit.
it's a weekday.
Yeah,
Like
every-
that's
We're
amazing.
9 a.m. every day.
Great job.
They're psyched to see Mova.
I love that.
I like to Mova. I like to Mova.
I haven't heard. Anyways, I think that that's an amazing theme song.
So at like when you and your husband renew your vows at like 10 years, I'll
Yes.
get up and sing that song at your vow.
I
renewal.
love that, which, by the way, I talk about that all the time because the dress that I had wasn't the dress that. I mean, whatever. Let's not get
Let's
into
talk
that.
about it.
Oh.
Let's talk
I mean,
about it.
okay, I got. Yeah, I'm sure you guys at 9 a.m. on a Thursday want to
Sure.
hear about my dress issues at my
it's-
wedding 2 years ago.
That's
No, we
what
do.
this show
Yeah,
is all
absolutely.
about. It's finding the good.
Yes.
It's, it's the
Okay.
positivity
Okay.
report.
And you know
Everybody
what?
needs a good laugh,
And I'm
Mova.
sure I'm not the only one that this has happened to. So basically,
'Cause I can tell you
went
a dress
to.
story. Go ahead.
You could?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, we'll visit that next.
Sure,
Ooh,
sure.
Got too excited. When I was looking for a dress, I went to so many stores, and I could not find the dress that I wanted. So I came up with this idea that I would get a custom-made dress, and I would just take all the elements that I love and I would put it into this dress. As the dress was getting made, they were sending me photos, and I was like, "Are we looking at the same inspiration photos? Like, you're seeing something that I'm not seeing," and they're like, "Oh, don't worry. At the end of it, you're gonna love it." At the end of it, I was like, okay, it's not making me feel, you watch Say Yes to the Dress.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh my God, this is my dress. This is the moment I love.
Yeah.
Like, that never happened to me.
Okay.
So, it was approaching my wedding, and I decided to go to one more dress store after I already had my custom-made dress.
Oh, no.
And then I fell in love with this dress.
Uh-oh.
I was like, I love this dress so much. And they were like, well, we can't get it in time for your wedding, basically. And so, I mean, I think about that dress all the time and actually drive by the store all the time. So it's really freaking annoying. It's on Beverly Drive, and everyone knows that Beverly Drive is like one of the main streets you drive by, and I just hate looking at it. Anyways, so that happened. But you know what? The dress wasn't that bad. It's just, when you like something more and then you can't have it, and then it is what it is.
I think about this Nike golf sweatshirt I saw at the Nike store like 5 years ago that Amanda was like, when are you going to wear that? And I think about it all the time because I didn't buy it. I constantly Google it. I want it.
That happens to me all the time.
It's a different, I mean, obviously, my golf sweatshirt and your wedding dress, two very different things.
I mean, are they? You think about it 5 years later.
Yeah. Well, so here's what happened. And I'm sorry that happened about your dress. But again,
at my 10-year, that's the dress that I plan to wear.
When you Mova.
Which isn't my last name anymore, by the way.
Yeah.
But I still use it. So I have like 400 last names at this point.
Yeah,
Anyways.
Right. But I mean, what's your new last name?
Stevenson. My name is Ashley Stevenson.
Really?
Legally, yes.
Whoa.
Isn't that the... Well,
I did not see that
that's a very American name.
It is very
like
American.
people, when they read my name on paper, they probably don't expect to see me show up.
Walk in just like...
Ashley Stevenson. I don't think I look like an Ashley Stevenson. Anyways, back to your...
However, though, in like a CW sitcom,
yes,
I could see that like, oh, here's Ashley Stevenson, Mean Girl.
Yeah.
Or like, like...
Okay. I just don't feel like Ashley Stevenson would look like this. I picture her with like blonde hair, blue eyes,
Perhaps.
that kind of thing.
But, I think you embrace Ashley Stevenson pretty well.
Yeah, I do.
But I like to Stevenson is a lot harder than...
I like to Stevie. That's kind of like it.
Stevie. Because that song was like every roller skating party in middle school was like, that
was
would
it?
come on. You're a lot younger than me.
I'm like, I don't know.
Did you guys have roller skating party in your generation?
No. Oh my God.
Same.
Which makes me think of another story that I really wanted these Puma roller skates when I was younger. And they were $80 and I saved up to buy these Puma roller skates. And the first day I bought them, I fell straight on my ass. Like I thought I broke my tailbone. I was like in the 5th grade. I went to return them afterwards. And I only can rollerblade. I think. I haven't tried
roller
it 1,000
skating
times.
way harder than
Can you do it?
rollerblading. No, I mean, first of all, I haven't been on roller skates since like the 5th grade when Whitney Brown held Brandon Kaler's Brandon Kaler's hand. Whitney Brown was my
Okay, you have to
girlfriend in
specify the
fourth grade.
hand because you left that out and it got early.
So she held Brandon Kaler's hand at the skating party at Spinning Wheels, which was the roller skating place in Pittsburgh. And I was like, we were dating in the 4th grade and we were going into 5th grade. And it was like right before school roller skating party when like the 5th graders and 6th graders get to meet. Brandon Kaler was in 6th grade. She's holding Brandon Kaler's hand on the ice skating rink. And my buddy was like,
That's cheating.
you see that? And I was like, so I like some roller skated up to him. And I was like, what's going on?
Oh, hard stop.
But it was like more
Skirt.
on my toe.
Oh, on the toe. Yeah.
But I don't think I stopped. I was more like, hey! And then I slowed down.
You held the railing.
Like, what's going on? She's like, I like Brandon now. I was like, all right. And my buddy Colin was like, you want to beat him up? And I was like, he's huge. He's in 6th grade. There's nothing we could do about it. I just had pizza and went home.
At least you had pizza.
Yeah. But so that song, I like... somebody can look up the year that came out because it had to be like late 80s, early 80s.
It reminds me of Madagascar.
Oh.
You know?
I think I've ever seen
Yes.
it.
When all the lemurs, they're
Okay.
lemurs, right? And they all sing it together.
I don't know. GPACharity knows every
Yeah.
animated movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
He's on it. But so that would be played at like those ice skating roller skating rinks. Because then all the roller skating rinks just like they cut them. I don't think they were making any money. I don't know. I don't make the rules.
I haven't been to one.
Yeah. But you got those Puma roller skates. You could have been.
They were lavender because I was pretending at the time that my favorite color was lavender, even though it's always been pink. I just had an older cousin. I thought she was so cool, and her favorite color was purple. So I was like, okay, my favorite color is lavender. What the hell? Like, why would I do that?
Ashley Stevenson's favorite color is lavender. Ashley Mova's is pink.
Pink. No,
Yes.
I would never have a favorite color besides pink.
Yeah.
Except like in the 5th grade when I was pretending.
Right. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing where Rosie's favorite
Oh
color
my
goes.
God. I cannot. You're a father.
I know.
That's amazing.
It's crazy.
What's it like?
It is amazing. Like every part of it. Like yesterday I came home and she hadn't seen me like all day and she was in her little chair. She has like multiple little places that we can seat her.
Yeah.
Because like you're either holding her or you're putting her somewhere.
Yeah.
Or you're handing her off. Like Amanda and I kind of hand off back and forth. She's in this little chair and her and Amanda are kind of like that, and I walk in and her head just whips. And she sees me and just like, bing! Like she's so excited. And or start like because yesterday she started really like reaching for stuff, so she like reaches for things, which is terrifying because now we can't like put her in front of things because she'll just rip them. But she's a super smiley baby. My favorite thing is like every morning she sleeps in this thing. Said it before on the show. She sleeps in this thing called a snoo.
Oh yeah, I've heard of
Have you
those.
heard of this
Very popular, right?
Very popular.
Yeah.
So you put them in this little cocoon, and then like it
goes like this. Yeah,
adults
right?
need one.
Oh,
Like, it-
sounds good.
like there should be snooze at like a suite in Vegas. Like, did you get the snooze suite? And it's like. It would be amazing because like you get cocooned in this thing, everything. It just looks amazing.
Ah, yeah.
But so she, she coos and caws in the morning, and Amanda and I were like, maybe she'll go back to sleep. It's like 6:30, and she just like,
Is that how she cries?
no. That's how she like coos and caws.
Oh.
She's like, guys, I'm up. Hello.
Aw.
Right. So we kind of like, I'll kind of like peer over, and she'll be like, I saw you.
Yeah.
Nice try, but I saw you. So and then you like I get in there and she just is like, oh, this guy. Oh, I missed you. I'm so excited to see you. And then you like unzip her from the snoo and she just is like,
Oh, there's a zip.
bing. Oh yeah, it's a cocoon. It's like you
Yeah.
zip them in this cocoon.
Cute.
And she is like, she's like the sweetest, happiest little baby. And I was obviously up until I met Amanda, I was like, I don't want to get married and I don't want kids. Okay? I'm not gonna do it.
How
And
old are you when you guys met?
I was 35
Okay.
and got married. No, 34, and then got married at 37. 36? My dates are all wrong, but I'm 39 now, so we can do the
Well, you look
math
like you're
thing.
5, so that's
Oh,
good.
Thanks. Oh, Mova, you're the best.
Yeah.
But like being a dad, I was obviously very apprehensive, and I know like the old cliche is like as soon as the baby comes out, like your life is forever changed.
Mm-hmm.
And Amanda had a C-section because the baby was breech.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're in the hospital, and they pull the baby out, and there's this like little screen in between, you and because your husband's a doctor, right? Is he?
He's an RN.
RN.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So
Hopefully doctor one day, but hey, we'll take it for now. I see you saving people's lives.
Stevenson, you beauty. We met one time at like a Collider Christmas party, and I was like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "What's up?" And then I was so drunk, and I was like, "You're your Mova's boyfriend." He's like, "Yeah." I was like, fuck, this conversation's terrible. Come on, Josh.
I'm pretty sure that he was probably really drunk too, so
Yeah,
it was fine.
And so they put the baby up against this, like this screen, and she had this like full head of hair, and I just like lost it.
Oh, that is so cute.
And then that whole first like day, they had just having, she was like this sweet little baby, didn't cry a ton, and you had her in her little swaddle. And she just like her opens her eyes a little bit, but she can't really see anything. She can't do anything. And I just stared at her in that little bassinet like for 7 straight hours.
So they show you from a little, like, it's a little paper, right?
Yeah.
Thing?
Well, it's a paper, and then they drop the paper because it's like a clear sheet, and then they put the paper back up
Okay.
as they sew my wife's innards back together. And Amanda was like, "Did you look? What did I look like down there?" I was like, "Are you out of your funkin' mind? There's no way."
I think that's what I'm planning on doing, and I
Yeah.
don't want anyone looking. Eye contact only. Do not look over there. Like, I don't want.
Yeah, right?
But hey,
Yeah.
it all went smoothly, and that's what matters.
Exactly. And so the recovery for Amanda is brutal. Like a C-section
really?
recovery is really
Okay.
tough. But I don't know what the difference between a natural birth recovery because this is our only baby. So, but her recovery has been very slow because that incision, it just feels like because you have to learn how to use your stomach again. You have to learn all that kind of stuff. But so that like first week of learning like how to be a dad or like wanting to be a dad, and like since then, it's just like I get so excited to like squeeze her.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
your baby.
We do these like little family hugs where like Amanda's holding out. I'm like, let's do a family hug, and Amanda's like, all right, you gotta ease up on the squeeze. I'm like, all right, sorry.
You're squeezing Amanda, right? Not the baby.
Amanda and the baby
Oh,
together,
okay.
like a big bear hug, and she's like, all right, okay, because even Rosie's like.
Oh gosh.
Because you get upset. Like there's a thing. It's like people talk about it. Is like you want to eat your baby. Like I'm serious. Like you
No, I
just
could
want
see
to
that because it's too cute.
so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she makes these little sounds, and then she like looks around. She's like,
Oh.
him again. Oh, I like that guy.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
too cute.
Oh man, it's like I didn't think that I would love it this much, but I do.
So waking up in the middle of the night, all that stuff. How was that?
Here's the thing: is I am a very, very heavy sleeper, and that was when we were taking the Cedar Sinai like online classes.
Oh, that's where my husband works,
Yeah,
yeah.
there you go. And
Online classes.
because it was pandemic. So
wow, that's so cool.
it was via Zoom, so you had to do it. And there's this little chat on the side, and
Chat.
There was like a chat, right?
Oh,
the
amazing.
funniest thing, so Beverly Hills, so LA. Everybody's asking like legit questions, and then this one couple rings in, and is like, "Will you be providing champagne, or do we have to bring our own?" And I was like,
I love them. Amazing.
it's a hospital. Yeah. So, but they were like, "What are you most worried about?" And Amanda said she was most worried about like breastfeeding and making sure the baby had enough milk and all that kind of stuff. Makes sense. I was like, sleep.
Oh my God. Well, you're
'Cause-
not the only one. That's
Right?
reality.
It's nerve wracking because everybody will tell you like you're never gonna sleep again the rest of your life. And I was like, okay, like. I guess I'll just get used to that. I don't, because here's the thing, and I will tell your husband this, and any husband out there that does not have a child right now that is like they want to have babies, anything like that, don't read the books, unless it's
Wow.
Okay, unless it's like I'm working on a book right now, right? And I'm calling it 365 Days of Dad Fails because you fail your way upwards, right,
Makes
as a
sense.
dad. Okay, because you can read all the books you want, but until that baby is in your arms and you're like, oh shit, what is this? And you just Google it, kind of a thing, right?
Can I just say that that's a great book idea?
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Because I'm a first-time dad. I didn't know it. Like, I have nieces and nephews, but I was just cool uncle. I would show up, have a few glasses of Boone's bourbon.
Boom.
And then I would, just like kind of hang out with my brother and my sister. And like, I'm not there to be the caretaker. My wife, on the other hand, Amanda, helped raise her one sister's daughter. Like, they lived together and they were constantly whatever. But for me, I like literally every day, I'm like, oh, whiskey just fell in her mouth. Is this bad?
Wait, what?
Like I was drinking and like I spilled it and it just like fell in her mouth and she was like, and I was like, babe. And then the other night I was eating a ice cream bar for dessert and it slipped out of my hands and fell like right onto her face. And I picked it up and she was like, oh my God. Like she was, because you can't give them solid food just
Yeah.
yet. So we went to the pediatrician. I was like, hey, quick story. So I'm eating this ice cream bar.
Fell on her face.
Fell on her face, and she really liked it. And the doctor's like, "Is she okay?" I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Then it's fine." I was like, "Yeah." That's
What
true."
flavor?
It was like mint chocolate chip.
Rough choice. All right.
wow.
I mean, if I was a baby,
Shots
I
fired.
personally wouldn't be picking mint chocolate chip as my first ice cream experience. But,
Yeah.
if she liked it, she liked
She
it.
liked it.
Yeah.
And so, like, I've got a decent amount of stories of things that I've botched here. But the 2 days before, just like in college or high school, I was a crammer, right? I did not study before things. I like the day before the test, I was like, oh shit, like skimming through chapters, like trying to read everything. That's probably I was like a solid B student, right?
A
Especially in
B
college.
student for studying the day before is pretty impressive.
Well, I like really kissed enough ass in high school that all the teachers were like,
Yeah.
oh my God, he's like so nice. And then I got A's.
Smart move.
right?
Smart move.
College at Penn State, there's like 50,000 undergraduates. I go to classes
Yeah.
with like 1,000 people. I can't kiss the professor's
Yeah.
ass. Like, they don't care. I got my first test grade back and I was like, what is that number? Never seen that one before. C.
But you graduated,
But
right?
I graduated. I got
That's
my
what
college degree.
counts.
So I read like this book. It was called Happiest Baby on the Block. Okay. And it's from the maker of the snoo.
Oh,
So Amanda's like, okay,
wow.
this guy, like, it's #1 bestseller. And then you got like that what to expect when you're expecting. And I'm looking through and it looks like a medical journal. I'm like, okay. So I'm reading like the first 20 pages and I just close it. I'm like, no, thank you.
Boring?
No, it's terrifying.
Oh.
They're like, hey, so there's a story of a woman who had a baby that wouldn't stop crying and she passed out in the shower and then and I was like, what?
Sounds like a podcast I'd listen to.
Yeah, like all of a sudden her baby killed her or something. Like,
Oh, wow.
so
Yeah.
I was like, listen, we'll just deal with it as it comes, right? You try everything. The only goal, the only thing you have to do as a dad or a mom is keep that baby alive. Okay?
Okay.
Shake
Okay.
it. Not shake it. Like,
Oh, my
not shake
God.
it. Not shake
Don't
it.
listen to this guy.
No, rock it, soothe it, swaddle it. Maybe Rosie hated swaddles, so we have
Okay.
maybe 150 swaddles that people gave us. Like, we loved this swaddle. We've got a Velcro one. We've got a silk one. We've got all these swaddles. They're just used as burpee cloths now, just like wipe and
Perfect.
spit and drool. Because she has figured out. I'm sorry, this became like the baby
Is a
show, but-
swaddle a blanket that
Yes.
like it's like you
Right.
cocoon the baby?
Yes.
And there's a special blanket to make a cocoon for a baby.
Yes, because
It's
they got to
called a
be
swaddle.
bigger. No, like it's like basically like a large pashmina. You know what I mean?
Fancy, yeah. I mean, you could just get a bigger blanket.
True.
And it would be less money.
But the blankets are a little too hot. So you have to get like a thinner
I
cloth.
see. I see.
right?
It all makes sense.
No, the nurses would come in every day in the hospital for the 2 days we were there and be like, all right, let's see your swaddle. All right, this is a Russian one. And I was making like jokes, and Amanda's like, it's enough with the Russian jokes. It's like, this is the Russian swaddle. You put it here like this, and now they're ready for communist Russia, right? So, and then like I would make jokes every time the nurses would come in, and then close the door, and Amanda was like, okay, listen, they're okay. They're decent jokes, and I get what you're getting at. But I think, and I was like, babe, you know how many husbands in there are probably like not telling cool jokes?
Yeah.
And she was like, all right, fine. You can try your jokes. And then I'd do it, and I'd look over, and she'd be like,
You know, the funny part is the nurses probably loved
Yes.
it because it brightens their day.
see?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then we went to our first pediatrician's appointment, and I was like, she like held her, and she's like, wow, look how strong. I was like, is that the strongest baby you've ever seen? Like immediately was my
Yeah,
first ask. She's like, I don't think we rank them. I was like, but if you were ranking them, like a percentile maybe? And Amanda's like, can you fucking stop? Like this poor doctor's just listening to you do stupid stuff. So anyway, you know, the middle of the night stuff, you just kind of get used to.
Okay.
You just kind of get used to it because you love this thing so much.
Yeah.
You love this little human being that you created. That the middle of the night stuff, you're like, all right, here we go. Oh, she pooped everywhere. All right, I'll clean it. There you go. All right, she's crying. I'll figure it out. But the thing that's really tough is like, I don't have a job right now. I am just support, right? Because Amanda's she's the substance. She's the life-giving human. So she's either pumping or breastfeeding or somewhere in between, and I'm like getting bottles in the middle of the night or whatever, changing diaper, and it just becomes this like Harlem Globetrotters like weave where like she'll do the 2 and I'll do the 4. But then right around like 2 months, she started sleeping really well. So now she'll get like, I don't know, she takes so many naps during the day, but a lot of like cat naps. But then like around like 8, she'll go down, and then maybe like 4:30 she'll wake up.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
And then she'll go
that's
back
just like my
down.
natural sleeping pattern.
I know.
Yeah.
Wake up and pee, and then
Yeah.
exactly.
Then you stay, you watch YouTube videos.
I mean, do you guys want kids?
Definitely,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, I know that's a very personal question, and
No, yeah.
I've been told not to. Like, I understand that that's. I
I don't understand why that's such a. I mean, I guess you're not supposed to talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
But
like it's such a common question.
You're Persian. I'm Italian.
I
Everybody
have to
assumes-
have kids.
Yes.
I should have already had them. What are you talking about?
God, that accent is so good.
No, yeah,
That
I
accent
definitely,
is so good.
definitely want to have kids. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and here's the thing. I was obviously very apprehensive. You'd be a great mom. You understand, like, you love people.
Yeah.
And you're going to love this little
Yeah.
baby. And you're going to, like, dress it up really cute.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You know what I mean?
Summer and Cameron.
Totally.
Yeah.
Summer and Cameron are your baby's names?
Well,
like
you know,
this.
we have a little bit of an argument over Summer, but
Okay. Right.
Cameron's pretty much set in stone.
Right on. Okay. I like Cameron.
Yeah.
I have
cute.
a really hard problem. I always want to call him Cameron.
Yeah, well, that's the Persian way to say it.
Oh, is it?
Kamran.
Kamran.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll
like
talk
it.
about how you have to spell it later, but right now we're spelling it with a C.
Got it. Our buddy Matt the Beard Man chimes in with a super chat. It says, being a father is terrifying and rewarding. I can't wait to read that book, Josh. I was so unprepared, but my wife had been an infant teacher at a daycare for 6 years, so she was ready for it. Talk about a
Wow.
friggin' nice marriage move right there.
Yeah.
If you want kids, marry a kindergarten teacher.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
My gosh. I mean, you know, if you just provide the kid love, you know,
Yes.
in their early years, like how much could go wrong? This is the point in the movie where it flashed to me being a mother, and like everything's just going wrong.
It's on fire. Like, I'm Ashley Stevenson now, son of a bitch. Shut up, Josh. I'm like in your head, like, you were wrong.
I'm flipping through the book. I'm flipping through the book.
Yes.
None of it makes sense.
None of it makes sense. This is just for dads doing stupid stuff. No, yeah, I love the name Summer.
Yeah,
I
isn't that
think
so cute? When you think of summer, what do you think of?
the best time ever?
Yeah, when you were a kid, you'd think of, oh my gosh, I can't wait for summertime.
Yeah.
It just reminds you of happy times, amazing weather, fun things,
And
happiness.
one of the greatest Olympic swimmers, Summer Sanders, who was also a host.
Summer Sanders.
Yeah,
Wow,
on
one of the
Nickelodeon.
first hosts I knew about, I'm sure.
Boom.
What was that?
Wild and Crazy
uh,
Kids. No, what was the
oh,
show she
Wild and
hosted?
Crazy. Think something. It had like a head there, and it was like a fill in the blank show.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Ikaika, you
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
out.
Here she is. There's Summer Sanders right there.
What is she up to nowadays?
She's still, I think she's probably got a podcast
Is
somewhere.
she tall? I feel like she's tall.
She was very tall. She's 5'9". No, not very tall.
She doesn't see. I mean, she seems taller than that.
I went to a swim camp when I was a kid, and she was at the swim camp.
Oh wow.
And I was like,
She was like, I thought that she was so beautiful, and it was.
oh my God. Yeah, so she would have been 10 years older than me. So she was like
Ooh, hot old lady.
18, and I was 8. And we were talking to Natasha Martinez on Tuesday about like sexual awakenings, and like Summer Sanders walked in, and I was like,
That was the moment at 8 years old.
that was one of the moments, and like I'm a little kid in my little Speedo, and like,
I don't know. I feel like 8 is a little too young, personally. I don't know. I've never been a boy, so I just really don't know.
What if Cameron? You got to learn a whole lot of things about boys.
I'll leave that up to the boys. Yeah.
Because you gotta put the TP over the wiener when you're changing the diapers.
Oh, yeah.
Because they pee everywhere.
Oh, I've heard.
And you're
I've
told
heard.
that girls don't do that. Girls do that.
Really? I wonder how that
changing-
works.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like she's shot me in the face. She's sprayed all over mirrors and the changing table. It's hilarious.
Is that one of the things that you write about in the book?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
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 I mean, the first time it happened, Amanda was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "This is hilarious! Look at it!" Because you're just, and it's like when the first time you put a baby in a bath, and because
Oh my gosh, that must be so nerve wracking.
Oh, terrifying.
I'd be like,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's like you don't want to get their head underwater. All that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And you set it in, and she was just like
she liked it?
lives for the bath.
Oh my gosh, cute.
Lives for the bath. And she started doing this thing where she makes fart noises with her mouth,
Oh, cute.
and I don't know why she does this.
She probably copies you.
Totally, because I've been doing like the or
Yeah.
like the right.
Yeah.
And so now she figured out she likes to I think she likes to feel like the bubbles
Uh-huh.
on her lips, and she's just like. And I think she
Aw.
thinks if she makes that sound, we'll go get her because it sounds like farts. And I'm like, oh, did she poop? And Amanda's like, she's playing with us.
Wow, she's training you guys well.
I said last night in the middle of the night, I was like, you think she's making those fart sounds with her mouth just to like make us change her diaper? She's like, I don't think she's that smart yet because she's like pumping and she's got like we got bottles everywhere. I was like, I don't know. We might have a genius here. We don't know. So yeah, I love the name Summer. That was
Love it.
definitely like
Yeah.
on our list.
Right?
I love that name.
I mean, I
Yeah.
won't get into details why it's such a controversial topic, but it's a controversial topic.
Well, is there because of your heritage? Do people have very strong opinions about
No,
names?
no, I love the. Well, of course.
Yes.
But I love the name Summer. But my husband is Jewish, and he doesn't want the initials SS.
Oh,
And
that,
it's
yeah,
something that
that's-
never crossed my mind ever in 1,000
Yes.
years. Who would come up with that?
Right. That's yeah. Okay.
Okay,
All
so you guys understand.
I
So-
get it.
Okay.
And it's
well,
off.
I guess Summer's off the table.
No.
And then
You
I
just
was
have to
like, well,
change
what do
your
you
last
think
name.
of the name? Oh,
Summer
right?
Mova.
That's a good compromise. Cameron can have Stevenson.
Yes.
Summer can have Mova.
Well, you can you can do a double name too, like Summer Mova Sanders or Summer Mova Stevenson. And call SMS like the chat. Like the
Yeah.
text.
Wow.
Yeah, the middle name.
Wow.
Because she can then like to Mova
Mova.
Mova.
She likes to Mova.
Because come on. But like, here's
Good
the
job,
thing: is
guys.
I wanted the name. I love two names. So my first choice of name was Jean Ann, and Amanda
Okay.
was like,
Yeah, I
what?
think you did a 2 name, right?
No, well, her name's Rosie Bernadette. We call her Rosie
Yeah.
B, but it's Rosie. Yeah.
Okay.
And the funniest thing is, like, you really have to start calling your babies their names early, because we went to the pediatrician and she was like, Rosie, and Rosie was just like that, and she's like, do you call her name? And we're like, ooh. We just call her Sweet Girl.
Oh, well, I mean, I could see how that's difficult
Yeah.
because she's so sweet
Yeah.
and cute. You want to give her like a little pet name.
Dustin Solis chimes in. He says, that's why you have middle names.
Yeah.
Boom.
Right.
Right, but we'll definitely have middle names. But most of the time, you're kind of just writing your first name and your last name.
But I always write Joshua E. Macuga.
Really, what's your middle name?
Edward.
Oh, okay. I've never seen you write the E, but okay.
Well,
I
how many
always
times have you
just
seen
see-
me write my name?
I mean, that's a good point. But every time I see your name, it's just Josh Macuga. It's never
Right,
like
right.
Josh E. Macuga.
Well, when I signed
When you sign things, you include
Sure.
your middle initial?
Yeah. What about Movies Are
Wow.
Terrible says OSHA, Summer OSHA, Stevenson, SOS.
Like as in Cal Ocean?
I don't know. And he just wrote that in there.
Yeah, middle name is still in the works, but I don't know. We'll have to argue about. I thought of the name Celeste was cute, but then he talked about those
Celeste.
99-cent pizzas.
those
Mama
things-
Celeste, I love those, but
Those
I
are
don't know if I
delicious.
necessarily want my
Amazing.
child named after a 99-cent pizza.
Ugh, man. See, here's the problem. And it was same thing. Is when you start thinking of names for people, you're like, no, I went to high school with a Jared. I don't like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh
name."
yeah, any energy that's
Right.
negative, I kind of just don't want.
And no offense to any Jareds out there. Jared's a great
It's
name.
a good name. It's a good name.
There's so many great names out there, but everybody's got one, right? And there's that famous like joke that goes around like, until you start naming babies, you
Yeah.
don't know how many names you hate.
Yeah, which I personally have that story about a Jared, but you know,
Yeah. Friggin' Jared.
freaking. Anyways,
And I love the name Ashley. We were because if
I
my
do
sister-in-law's
too.
name wasn't Ashley, we would have that would have definitely been on our list. We
Yeah.
would've been
No,
on ours.
I love the name Ashley. I mean, it is mine, but I don't think that I look like an Ashley. Like, I feel like people don't associate me with the name. Yeah.
I think you embrace Ashley well.
I think I know it as me because I grew up with it. This is my name. But I feel like when you think of Ashley, typically when you grow up and you watch shows and the character's name is Ashley, they don't look like this. I don't know.
I think anybody can be named anything. Doesn't matter
Wow.
what you
That
look.
is just so beautiful, Josh. That is so touching, if you will. Can I just say this angle for me, it doesn't work.
What?
It's just, it's fine, but because
Do you wanna switch?
it's my profile that I just don't enjoy. I actually
you
never
have an amazing
knew that I
profile.
had an issue with my nose until I was on the internet.
Yeah.
And then everyone just told me about it.
What?
Oh.
It's fine. I don't care. No, I mean, I care because I would love a nose job, but I want it to be for free at
No.
the same time. Oh, yeah. I've looked into doctors, but the doctor I want is booked out till 2022. So I just keep looking.
Ashley,
I
that
don't
is
care.
you.
I know it's fine. You know when people say oh, I don't identify with my outside? When I look in the mirror, I look at myself and I'm like, yes, this is who I am as a person. When I see my profile, I'm like, who the hell is that? That is not. I don't even know who that person is because you only look at yourself from the front.
I've got a schnoz, but I'm fine with it.
You don't actually have a schnoz.
You don't think?
No,
Really?
you don't.
But you don't have a schnoz. I think you have a beautiful nose.
It's fine. It's just not what I want it to be. Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay, listen, I can't not sell you on things. Listen, whatever makes you happy,
Yeah.
makes you happy.
Yeah. So all in all, this angle is just making me feel like, what is this? Can we?
Well, you can also do the awkward thing where the people have done before and just stare at the camera and not
Yeah.
like,
No,
oh, that's a
too
great
awkward.
idea, Josh.
I actually hate when I look at the monitor and I don't look at the camera. I need to stop doing that. Just put an X over there so I don't look at
yeah.
the monitor.
Broadway Flavia says, Josh, switch seats. Do you want to switch seats?
No, it's still bad.
Oh.
I do prefer that side a little bit more, but we're just
Right.
we're looking at each other.
Do you want to
so.
go to the Mark Riley bar camp?
You wanna- yeah.
It's totally fine.
We're here
You
to
look
make
comfy
you.
where you're at, Riley.
We're here to make you
thanks.
happy, Ashley Mova. Uh-oh,
We
here
can.
comes the
Oh,
fake guy.
look at this.
He's going to
No,
turn on
you guys.
I'm gonna
that.
put on a different angle.
No, it's
the
really
wall cam.
it's no, you guys. It's fine. Thank you so much.
Every time she talks, you have to cut to that camera.
Yep.
No, it's
Yeah.
totally fine. I
No, that's-
appreciate
that's
it.
what
I
we
mean,
do
this
here.
is what Dr. Cousins gets for being booked out till 2022.
Damn it, Dr. Cousins.
Dr. Cousins.
Jesse Roach says, your nose is beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Jesse.
See?
No,
Yeah.
it's again it's fine. It's just not what I expect to see when I look at my profile.
Got it. Okay.
I want like a
And
cute
don't
slope
listen.
Megan Fox nose.
Ugh. But you-
Megan Fox is
but you
like
don't
the
want-
hottest creature.
But you don't want her toe thumbs.
I don't want her toe thumbs, but if that's the trade-off,
You would take toe thumbs over a nose. Because listen, Ashley, 10 out of 10 on the nose scene. Fantastic nose.
I mean, toe thumbs. Who looks at your thumbs?
Everybody. Okay. I worked, I think I was 17, 18 years old. Okay. I worked with this unbelievably beautiful girl as a lifeguard. Okay.
Oh, you were a lifeguard. How cool.
Yeah, back in the day. That was the only job I've ever been fired. There you go. Look, there's your new cam.
Look at this. Look at this. Oh, it's so much more comfortable.
Now you gotta
Yeah.
look at my grew
Wow.
nose. I got a little grew nose.
You do not. What are you talking about?
See, this is.
I mean, if you want to work like a 2-for-1 deal with Dr. Cousins, I'm so down.
Hey,
But
Doc, while you're down there, just sew me up too. See, Matt the Beard Man says, sweet super chat. Ashley, you're beautiful from every angle. I think
oh,
you meant
that
from
is
every
so
angle, but yes.
sweet. That is so
Boom.
sweet. But yeah,
Look,
again,
we just got, I don't know what that currency is, but Gabriel Andrade says, just because Mova Stevenson is here,
Oh,
greetings from Brazil. There you go.
Oh, Brazil.
Yeah,
I
da,
love
da,
that.
da.
I want to go to Brazil.
Okay, here's Scones says, did you delete that? Oh, no, wait, hold on.
This was actually a donation for my nose job.
Oh, is that what it was? Or we
He was
put
like,
that out? You're the worst. No, because here's the thing. Obviously, I'm self-conscious about the hair situation. Is what it is.
literally
Buzzed it off. I went to see one of those guys that would pluck, like they remove it.
and they put it.
And then they put it in. And he's like, this is what the rest of your life is going to look like. And I was like, how thick is my hair going to be? He's like, it'll be like it is now, just a touch thicker. And I was like, I've always kind of I don't even really like my hair. I'm just like, Took it off.
Was it?
It's fine. And plus, it was crazy expensive. The amount of maintenance that it was going to take was like,
Oh, maintenance.
yeah, you got to get the laser treatment. While after you get it, you got to constantly get the re-injections.
Oh,
You
wow.
got to take all the pills and all the vitamins.
Wow.
I was like, I don't think I even like my hair that much. I mean, we're not all blessed with Mark Riley's Superman hair. I mean,
Wow,
the
yeah.
guy was blessed with the hair of a god and the body of a guy from Orange County.
Yeah, Orange County. white guy.
I love Orange County.
I do too.
Orange
We're
County
eventually
is-
going to end up
Very
here.
fun.
Yeah.
Where do you go in Orange County that you like this place? I'm kidding. I grew
the
up
mall,
there. It's
that's
fun.
about it.
Yeah.
the mall.
Disneyland. okay.
Disneyland, yes.
Newport Beach is great.
Yeah.
So this is actually a pretty good question from Brian Jackson, Mr. McClunky. He says, so if you have toe thumbs, does that mean you have thumb toes?
Oh, good question.
I don't know.
Well, I think that feet, it's
yeah.
even more shocking.
Nice thumbs. Great
Nice thumbs, thank you.
Yes.
And also when you go to auditions, they always ask to see your hands.
I
So
know.
that is a thing.
How do you think I
can
never
you see your
book any
hands?
things?
Can you see your hands? But yeah, feet are a thing
Yeah.
that when you take your socks off, it can shock some people.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know about having the
Totally.
toe.
Well, here's the thing,
thumbs.
and I feel very superficial saying it now, and I felt very bad about it back then. This girl was unbelievably beautiful.
Yeah.
Her name was Lisa,
Back to
and
that.
she had crazy thumbs. Like they were big toe thumbs, and she would always make fun of them. And it's
Oh,
like that moment in
bless.
Shallow Hal, right?
Oh.
No, I could look past it. Girl was unbelievably beautiful, but there is a thing of like when she would put her hand on my hand, I was looking down.
Oh,
and
you'd
go,
be like,
whoa, it's man hands. A little bit. And like we as people, unfortunately, see this first. It's all we see.
Yeah.
We don't see this first. We
Yeah.
don't see what's in here.
Yeah.
Right? And unfortunately, I'm now like stuck in that thought of like, man, I was such a jerk. I should call Lisa right now. Lisa, I'm very sorry.
about your thumbs?
Yeah, because she was a lovely human. And look at
I
Megan
mean, the
Fox.
fact
She's
that
like the
you-
most attractive person on the planet.
Yeah.
But she's got those toe thumbs.
I mean, I really couldn't care less about thumbs.
Yeah.
If I was a guy, I think that things on my like scale of things I cared about would thumbs would probably be one of the last things.
And I think you'd probably be right.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the smart way to think.
Yeah. So is the nose a trade-off for the thumbs? Something to think about. Something
Okay.
to think about.
And I think that you should keep your amazing nose. Because look,
Well,
here's
thank
what.
you.
Remember Jennifer Grey, the actress?
No.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Dirty
Okay.
Dancing.
Dirty Dancing.
okay.
You've seen Dirty Dancing?
Yeah,
She's
well.
the actress in Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
You weren't a fan?
I mean, like, okay, we get it. You're running. You're up in the air. No one cares. Everyone does it. It's like, oh my God, Dirty Dancing. Anyways.
Oh, man. We did that. We did the lift at our wedding.
Oh, you did? There we go.
Yes, I'm going to show you the
There
video
we go.
afterwards. Bing, bang, boom. No,
Well, that's why we that's why we brought it up anyways.
Correct.
That's why you think about it 'cause
yeah.
you did it at your
yeah.
wedding.
Well, we didn't do the full lift. I mean, her hands were on my shoulders and I just lifted, but like.
Oh, okay. How long did it take to learn that?
I mean, not long.
You know why
Amanda
I
was a
think that I
professional
have
dancer.
that is so cute, by the way. You know why I think I have such negative thoughts about it? Because wasn't it in what's the movie with Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone?
I think there's a love in the air. No.
Something like that.
Stupid, crazy love.
Crazy Stupid Love.
Crazy,
Crazy
Stupid Love.
I just hated that was his thing that he used to get
Yes.
girls, and it's such a thing that guys would do. And
Yeah.
I feel like I would see through that. But anyways, so maybe I associate the two.
Okay. All right.
I'll use that as my excuse.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, listen. People seem to like it at the wedding. Now I'm
Yeah.
feeling like
No.
self-conscious.
And her dress was beautiful.
It was
so.
Okay. Well, back to the dress thing. Okay. So
It was a Haley Page dress. I
was a
recognized
Haley
it right off
Page.
the bat.
Yeah. And then every time Haley Page, well, like maybe every couple months, 6
Oh yeah,
months.
she would repost
she
you
would
guys.
repost it.
Yes.
Right. And my suit was obviously crazy that
Yeah.
that Amanda company Show Me Your Moo did.
Uh-huh.
And so like half the comments are like, "Oh, I love the suit," or like, "Oh, that's
Oh
amazing
my
dress. I love the
God,
suit."
yes.
And then the other half the comments are like, "Oh, the groom really tried to take the thunder."
That was
And I
amazing because
like,
I followed Haley Page because I was looking at her dresses
Yes.
for my wedding, and then I remember seeing the comment section. I think I tagged you, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Lol, these comments,
Yeah.
Josh."
Yes. Yeah, they're amazing. Like talk about some internet trolls.
Yeah,
and every
straight up.
every comment I was like, "Thanks for the kind words." Or like
Yeah.
I go and then Amanda's like, "You have to stop doing that." And I was like, "But that's my thing on the internet. Like if they want to make fun of me, I'll
Yeah,
take it, whatever."
yeah.
But that was my only request for Amanda. I was like, "You make this wedding as beautiful as you want. Sign the check, whatever you want.
Wow,
Right?
what a great husband.
Do whatever you want. I'll help you as much as I can. Any decisions, I won't have a decision. Whatever you want, you get.
Wow.
I don't care. Okay? It's your day. Doesn't matter. The only thing I want is I don't want to wear a normal suit." And I was like, "You can design it. You can make it look however you want to make it look. Okay? but I'm not going to wear like a black tuxedo. I'm not going to
Why?
wear like a blue.
Why was that your thing?
Because I like that. I love loud patterns
you
and
do.
colors
Yeah,
and stuff. Like
yeah.
loud pants, loud suit jackets.
Yeah.
I was like, you can do a plaid or anything. She's like, well, the plaid's not going to go with the dress. Let me figure it out. And so we talked to Moo. We had a guy come over. His name is Ton Chakar. Chakar & Sons is this amazing suit maker. And he came over and he was like, this is going to be a one-off for me. I'll never, because everybody's reached out to him and like asked about like doing that. So he was like, I'm not going to do that.
Is he
suit again.
Persian?
No, he's Thai.
Oh, okay.
And so
Literally like the opposite, but anyway. No, is he Persian? No, he's Thai.
He's Thai.
Okay.
And you know, they made the suit and it like, you know, I have the blazer in here. I wear it for Josh Party sometimes. And I have 2 of the blazers because I knew I was going to sweat through one.
Real smart.
Well, because we had to buy a huge amount of fabric to make this happen. And then Show Me Your Moo matched some like bridesmaid dresses to it. It was part of the theme of the wedding. And that was the
That's
only way
amazing.
Amanda was going to do that. Right.
That's amazing.
So the Haley Page like re-comments of like, husband's really
Yeah.
I was amazing. It was because Amanda didn't think that.
Uh-huh.
She was like, this is our day.
Yeah,
And I was like,
totally.
It's your day, whatever you want to do. Anyway, so she goes to Haley Page and she gets this amazing dress.
Mm-hmm.
And when she comes home after the first day, she's like, so it's not like a traditional wedding dress. I was like, amazing. Whatever you want your dress to look like, I don't care. So Amanda, like a lot of brides before the wedding, was like shredding for the wedding, right? Like we would eat dinner and usually I like finish her meal. Like that's the thing. I was like getting fat because I was eating so much of her food. She's like a jockey. Like she's like 1P and like she was trying to lose so much weight. She was going to Pilates like all the time. And listen, whatever makes you happy, great. She was just in insane shape, right? And I was stressed out. So I like put on weight for the wedding, which was probably not the best move. Anyway. And so she comes from her final fitting. She's like, I lost too much weight. The dress doesn't fit. They won't cut. I was like, oh God. I was like, all right, I'll go to Krispy Kreme right now. She's like, no, that's not what I want. I don't want to put the weight back on. I want the dress to fit. And I was like, all right, I'm going down to this Haley Page place. I'm going to make this happen.
Amazing.
So I like get in a car.
Yes.
And I go over to Haley Page and I was like, hi. You
Yeah.
don't know me. My wife has a dress. It's pink. And they're like, don't worry. We figured it out. And I was like,
Amazing.
Well, call her right
Yeah.
now because she is crying. And they did. And the dress worked out and everything's good.
Oh my gosh, but like I don't think I would cry if I was just too skinny for the dress. I'd be like, I won everything. This is great. But I could see how.
But they weren't. It wasn't going to be able to fit, and it was like a week and a half before the
I want to
wedding.
say, excuse me, Miss Haley Page. Yes, I paid about $5,000 for this dress. You're gonna alter it, okay? Get your ass to the sewing machine and go like this because you're gonna change it.
No, but they
$6,000
figured it
later.
out. Haley Page was unbelievable to work. They did it, but there was that meltdown of the dress. We only had you got married. The guest list is the hard part.
Oh my God. I'll just say, if you're invited to a wedding, and I didn't understand this before, RSVP.
Yeah.
Respond. Don't just
respond.
wait. Don't just wait to do it till the end of the I think that they say the wedding planner said your final guest count will be like a month before the wedding.
Sure.
I don't know why I did that. Because it's like you have to set up everyone's chair and
Yeah.
everyone's this and everyone's that and
Yep.
it's exhausting. You got to keep up with the drama of every
Oh,
table
God,
and all
yeah.
that stuff. It's
Who's
just-
who?
Yeah.
And plus, you have a big Persian family. I'm sure you
Yeah.
have a big Jewish family.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a scene. I mean, my parents
lot.
and my mother-in-law still gives me crap about not getting enough guests. And I was like,
Oh,
we only
really?
had room for 175.
250.
I don't.
was a
It's
lot.
a big number. That is a
Yeah.
big number of guests. I went to a wedding like 6 years ago, 525 guests.
Wow.
That's like a small concert.
That is so cool.
Yeah. It was
That's
a lot.
cool.
I mean, I can't imagine what the open bar bill of a 525
Well,
person wedding.
it's I'm sure it's like a flat rate.
Is it?
My dad told the open bar at the end of the night, my dad's wild. He said, give me the bottle of Patron. He took home a bottle of Patron that wasn't open. Like, you're not supposed to do that. Give
Mr.
it, man.
Mova.
Give it, man.
He likes to give it, man.
That's
Give
where my
it, man.
negotiation comes
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Speaking of negotiation, so we started the show. Where have you been? What are
Yeah,
you up to?
what
these
in
days?
God's name? I mean, we haven't even gone to
That's what
that
this
question.
show is. That's what this show is. Ikaika, I'm going to need you to switch back and forth from certain cameras.
Okay, where
please.
should I look?
No,
Right now.
We're gonna do. He's gonna switch back and forth. It's totally
Okay,
fine. But
okay.
me on that angle, just that. Because look, she can look
Yes,
in the front, and then
I
we can
can.
cut back and forth.
Okay,
But
it's
me
fine.
in that angle, you're just seeing the back of my head.
Okay, just
I
know
know
this isn't
Mova
me,
is
guys.
the guest.
This isn't
I know
me.
that this
Anyways,
is-
this is, yes. Mm-hmm.
you can go back. See, look at that. There you go. Boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
Hit,
Why am I
hit.
sitting like this?
It's okay. You gotta be close to the mic.
Yeah.
This is a very casual show, Mova.
There's this like pole right here.
I know.
You know?
Guess who built this desk?
You?
Me. So it's.
I mean, it gets the job done, but you definitely didn't think of,
I know.
this whole
As soon as-
situation.
yeah. It's.
No, it's cute, but there's a pole right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the original idea was because of COVID, there was gonna be one person here, one person
Oh,
here, and
okay.
one person over there, and we're gonna have like wide camera
Yeah.
as I
Yeah.
speak. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great shot. Great shot.
That's a good one.
Great
So
shot.
go ahead, Ashley.
Yeah.
Tell the people.
So yeah, speaking of
ahead.
negotiation,
It's a
and
good, it's a good shot. Right
it's,
there, I
it's a
guess.
great shot.
Hold on, let me get you the movie talk notes there, Ashley, and we'll start over.
We were talking. We were gonna totally
Oh, we
mess
were
with
gonna-
you and
What?
send you movie talk notes.
Oh my god! It's so funny. Like you just saying that is like giving me PTSD. Honestly,
Me too.
Look
I'm
over the
shaking right
notes.
now.
Here are the. I would love to hear why you. I mean, like, I honestly don't know what everyone else's perception is. I know that we all had like quite an experience, but like, what was your morning like? Like,
Oh.
why is that giving you PTSD?
The movie talk notes were.
Pointless.
I mean, what time would you wake up?
I mean, I remember I would wake up at like 5:30
Yeah.
and like check like what's out there and then write
Anything drop?
things up, anything drop, and then send them in.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, and I lived in Long Beach at the time.
Yeah.
So I'm like sending them in at like 7:30, crossing my fingers that that's gonna work, and then I'm getting on the road and I'm getting like, well, we got to move this, move this, move that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about movies was tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the thing that always like really bummed me out. Well, one, that like you guys weren't allowed to talk, which is like insane to me.
Yeah.
Insane.
And
yeah.
It was
and-
Like
literally
you
like,
read this.
Here's our beautiful girl that only knows words.
yeah, it plays into that whole like, oh, you're only here for like,
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's
Which I'm glad
bonkers.
as we got to Awesome-tacular,
Yes.
and we could
Yeah.
actually work and do that stuff and poison our friends with hot sauce.
yeah,
Yes,
exactly,
right,
and
correct.
take them to the hospital and all that
Yes.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But
Because the first time I went on Movie Talk, I think you were the host, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you just read, and I was like, "What do you think, Ashley?" And certain people from north of the border looked at me like, "You don't ask her questions." I was like, "Why?"
well, I don't think it was
You asked
necessarily
her.
that I wasn't allowed to. I don't know. It was just like weird energy. Even talking about it right now is like making. I should probably get some therapy over this.
See?
Realistically,
Yeah.
But like, I'm just too lazy. So
Do you want therapy or a nose job? It's up to you. Because
that's a good question.
I think the more important thing is therapy. But whatever makes you happy,
I mean,
if you can.
I think that therapy would be covered by my insurance. I actually already have I saved up for the nose job. It's in a
Oh,
separate
whoa.
account. And yeah, it's already saved up. It's just the doctor is not available. So if you could negotiate Dr. Cousins on Instagram, he does this thing called preservation rhinoplasty.
Oh, okay.
I would.
What's that mean?
It's where they don't break your nose
Okay.
to perform the nose job. They somehow just like shave it down,
Ah.
so your recovery process is a lot easier.
Makes sense.
And basically, they can just throw in an extra $1,000 for that. You don't want me to break your nose? Great.
Cool.
Extra $1,000
yeah.
for that one.
It's a rhinoplasty.
Yeah.
No,
Rhinoplasty.
Right. I was thinking of like, I was trying to make a pun about like a bank account with rhino. Like, here's your. I couldn't get there. I was trying.
We'll think on it.
I was
We'll think on
trying.
it. Yeah.
I was trying.
Well,
I was trying.
rhinoplasty is the Spider-Man villain.
Oh, that right.
Oh,
So now you,
Yeah.
but now you're like $1 Million Mova listing.
Yeah. I work in real estate. It's been
Sinead and I
a
were like, wow,
wild
Mova's got a
ride.
job. Okay.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
been. I mean, like right now, the market is so insane.
Insane.
But it's been very fun. Like I had no idea how owning a house worked before this.
Right.
Like it's such a new world to learn, and it's been. It's nice to know real world things. I also still do commercial stuff and
Sure,
whatever
sure.
like that. So, days are interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What was the impetus?
What do you mean?
Like, what made you get into real estate as far as getting away from entertainment or just like
Yeah.
because I had as a side when I lived in New York, I got my real estate license,
Mm-hmm.
and I did not like it because I didn't want my friends like paying me to help them find an apartment they could find on Craigslist.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very different in LA, like finding
Yeah.
people houses to buy. I
Yeah.
was just helping people rent apartments
Yeah.
in New York. Like,
I mean, I don't even think in LA most people understand that an agent could help you find a place.
Yeah.
I've done that a couple of times, but obviously it's mostly, home buying and stuff
Sure.
like that in LA. But the reasoning for it, I think I made this like change in my mindset that I'm only going to do things that bring me joy from now on. Like, I think that maybe comes with age. Like, I'm not going to take someone treating me a certain way.
I love it.
And I'm not saying that, everyone in entertainment's going to treat you like you're a piece of shit.
No.
But I'm saying that, like, I'm ready to take on a career path where I can control who respects me and who doesn't.
Right.
And
Well, we respect you here, Ashley. I'll tell you that.
Oh, thank you guys. I respect you guys.
That voice. Why? Where that? I can't.
I feel
that
like I've
should
heard
have
it
been
before,
on.
but
Movie
I
Talk.
love it.
was it not? See, it's probably because I couldn't talk.
Yeah.
Um,
It's funny. The ironic thing is it's called Movie Talk.
yeah, right?
Yeah.
Right?
I'm telling you, that first show, I was like, she's here.
I know, right?
What? Where am I
Not
getting
Mova
her
Talk?
opinion?
Well, the funny part is
Mova
that
Talk.
Mova Talk. The crazy part to me was that when we were at AMC, that everyone had these cards, okay, where you could go see movies for free. You know who didn't get a card?
Now that is horse manure.
Yeah.
That is a giant. That's Biff
So when
Tannen
I had
running
to
into
go
the
keep
thing.
up with the movie news, if I wanted to talk, I would have to go pay to go see a movie. Like, how does that even make sense? Can someone tell me that? So the moral of the story is, I really think that you should be respected no matter where you work, no matter how old you are. Always have like self-worth. And I'm not saying that I didn't have self-worth. I just think that when you're younger, you have a lot to learn.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I always saw a huge problem in it, and I was not the one to speak up, and I apologize.
No,
Because I should have.
it's not on. It was just like a toxic environment.
Yeah.
It made everyone. The energy was off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we all felt it,
Yeah.
and it's why we started. It's why we started this. And when you mentioned people saying something about your nose on the internet, I got very triggered because I think that back in the day we didn't do enough to block those commenters and get those people removed from certain places. We just let that hate fester and breed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's something we are very, very passionate about here, is not letting that happen. Is, finding the good, being good people.
Yeah, I think that a mistake that I made was actually looking at the comments. Like now that I'm older, I probably wouldn't care as much. But when you look at the comments, it gets to your head. It psychs you out. It makes you act a certain way on camera. And it brings a certain energy to the way you're acting.
100%.
And I think if I could go back in time, I'd be like, don't look at the comments, and just save yourself from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's entertainment is unlike anything.
Yeah. And I will
else.
say that 9 times out of 10, the good outweighed the bad. But for some reason, I think just naturally as human beings, the bad always stands out. Like
100%.
you give more attention to the negative than you do the good. And that's just like not a great mindset to have, but it's just natural human.
I mean, somebody called me nauseating the other day, and I responded, I'm still waiting for why I'm nauseating. I'd like to know.
We'd like to know.
I've since removed it. Oh, Mova Talk!
Hey, welcome to Mova Talk.
Oh, I like the Mova.
I love that. I like to
Mova!
I love that.
See, we have graphic packages here. we have cutting edge technology.
Cutting edge. We just got a
Amazing.
brand new computer.
Brand new
actually.
computer.
Amazing. Yeah, we that's what we
Really?
made it on. Ika did that so quickly.
Boom.
That new technology brought to you by
Ika coming
Boone's
through.
Bourbon.
Yes.
How did that taste?
Do you like bourbon?
I actually don't think I've ever. I probably have, but I can't. I don't know the taste.
Would you like just a tiny sip?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll drink it
That's
with
where
you.
that was going. I'm like,
Yes.
yes. I don't know what that's like. I don't know. Maybe we should
Well,
have some.
I offered
I don't know.
because I don't want to force it on guests.
Well, I basically haven't eaten today, so go like this.
tiny,
Yeah.
tiny little bit.
Perfect. I mean, like, I guess that's a sip.
Do you want more?
No, I'm totally kidding. Because I have to drive after this, so.
And you got to go sell $1 million listings. Cheers. I love you. It was great to see you. It's great,
love you. It was
seeing
great to see you.
And you're welcome back anytime.
I mean, who smells alcohol, though? You shouldn't smell it. It's not for smelling.
Your dad ripped off that cork of the Patron and was like, "This is more
Ba-da-bum.
Patron." All right.
Do it. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's 117 proof, so you gotta be a little careful.
Oh,
So,
hey, that's what
but
I'm talking about.
It's got that sweet bit of rye.
Yeah.
It's homegrown, made Charleston, South Carolina.
I'm trying to think of what I would like that with. Like, what kind of a blended drink would work for that?
I would say it'd be incredible in an old fashioned, probably even better
No, I'm
in a
talking about a
Manhattan.
blended
Oh, a
drink.
blended drink. Easy. Because what do you like tropical kind of stuff?
Yes.
That, lemonade, ice, a little bit of agave or simple syrup with a splash of like grenadine on top.
Interesting. We're completely on the opposite ends of the I feel like it could be a good addition to a pina colada.
Really?
Like, I was getting banana vibes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the vanilla that you're feeling. That's
Yeah,
the
the
vanilla taste that
vanilla.
you're getting at the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know what you can do? One of those power straws. You ever go to like one of those resorts?
What's
like,
a power
you
straw?
want a power straw? So they give you a pina colada or like a daiquiri, and then they fill the straw with bourbon or like with rum or whatever.
Oh.
So you put it, and then you pull out the straw, and then
It's
it
not
like
a straw. It's like
perfectly-
is it a straw or like a test tube thing?
No, they basically take the like one of those big straws, right, and then they just pour a shot into the straw.
into
and-
the straw, so it hits you right away.
Correct.
Love
Yeah.
that. Love
Or
that.
you can just pull out the straw, and then it like kind of fills like a cookie dough core of a Ben and Jerry's.
I'm gonna look into this.
See,
Yeah,
you just got to go on trashy cruises. Mom.
I love that. I want to go on a trashy cruise.
Like every spring break in college. Like,
Yeah.
let's go to Cancun.
Oh,
That
yeah.
sounds fun.
Oh yeah, I did that. I did that cruise.
You guys get the 151 straw? Oh,
Yeah.
let's get weird.
I want to try that out.
There you go. Let's do. Oh yeah, you want to hear a dad joke? What do we got? Streamlabs?
Yeah, we got a couple of Streamlabs in there I
Hit
want
it.
to get to before.
Yes.
Last night we missed Lucy Redman, and we got to say she sent in a very nice Streamlab here for E.T. being made in 1982. So much love for all of these movies.
Scott
She
Mance was
wanted-
on the
yeah.
show yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
We do a big live show on Wednesday nights.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but today, this morning, Alan W. Happy Thursday, guys. Mova shoulder shrug. Remember that?
Oh, throwback.
Yeah, throwback
Alan.
Mova back.
Oh.
I can't.
No,
Anyways.
that was good. That was good.
Felt so bad I missed the live show yesterday, but I was out celebrating my birthday. Almost had the restaurant Roku, the stream on their TV. Here is a donation to make up for it. Thanks, Alan.
Love
And
it,
happy
Alan.
birthday, my friend.
Happy,
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
What does that make
Very
you?
sweet.
Not a Taurus. What is that?
Gemini.
Maybe.
My
Interesting.
mom's a Gemini, born
Oh.
June 4th.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
Got
So
it.
we're close,
That
right?
makes sense.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes a lot of sense, actually. But she's...
All right, Mova. Now you want to hear a dad joke?
Yes.
All right, hit that graphic. You gotta go. That was when she
So
was very
cute.
little.
Yeah, she's
You need to
tiny.
update.
Look at that little
I
hand.
know. It's pretty cute.
Yeah.
Okay. I asked my dog what 2 minus 2 was.
Okay.
And what did he say back?
Woof.
No, he said nothing. Because dogs can't talk.
Oh, it's one of those.
It's a real thinker. All right.
Wow.
Wait.
Wow.
Where do you learn to make a banana split?
At the ice cream store.
Ooh, incorrect. We were looking for Sunday school. Sunday school.
That was actually pretty good. I like that
That's
one.
a
good
I like that one.
We'll do
Are you
that.
writing it down, Riley?
Yeah,
write it
I'll
down.
write- yeah.
Put that in
Not
the,
really,
Put
but-
that in the notes, Mark. Put that in the notes.
I'll don't worry, you'll get your notes tomorrow morning,
7:30.
guys, at
on
about
the dot.
7:30. Yeah.
Laserbolt says Josh always whispers the punchline. I do.
Really?
Learn something new every day. Also, Laserbolt asked earlier, "Where's Mark Ellis been?" He's here every Friday.
He's coming
Okay.
Friday, tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna do the weather. I do
Yeah?
the weather on Fridays.
What's it going to be? Sunny skies?
Always.
Yeah.
Full of positivity.
Yeah. Today's it's so nice out. Have you guys been
Beautiful.
outside? It's
a
amazing.
nice breeze going.
Yeah.
Just fantastic.
out.
Hitting it. All right, let's do some videos that make me smile and we can get out of here.
All right, are we doing this?
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. All right. Okay, so this first one, I think I know what the first one is.
Oh, yes.
That is bad.
It's just
Oh.
John Hammond walking. I did that one for you, Ikaika. Ikaika's a giant Jurassic
I
Park
saw that
fan.
one last night.
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah. It's
Welcome
okay.
to Jurassic Park.
Well, John. Are you a Jurassic Park fan, Ashley?
No.
Okay.
I probably was when I was younger, but no. Why
Yeah.
is there an iPad in his car?
I think it's a Tesla, maybe.
No, it wasn't.
No?
No, it wasn't, Josh. It was not.
That is definitely not a Tesla.
Yeah. No, that's a Datsun with an iPad or
The
something.
first time I got into a Tesla was like a lift from the San Francisco airport, and I was like, "Holy shit! Look at the size of that screen!" And
Yeah.
the guy was
Right?
like, "Yeah, it gets kind of gets a little distracting sometimes. Like, can
Oh,
you put
that's safe.
can you put the game on there?" He's like, "No."
Yeah. Can we watch Avengers Endgame on that thing?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
would love a Tesla.
All right, what's next? Yeah, they're pretty sweet. All right, watch this. Here's a video. Oh, wait, watch. And the dog just takes out the sister and is like super happy, and the sister just stays down.
What a
Like,
cutie.
done.
Here we go.
Knocking out my sister. She's like, "Come on, jump at me." She's just filming.
Oh, that is so cute.
And where is that? Is that in, like Yellowstone? It's gorgeous out there. My
Where's
goodness.
Yellowstone?
Yellowstone is like my Wyoming, Montana.
Oh,
God, that's
Just awesome. All right, what's
Too
next,
cute.
DKK? All right, so I told my son to hang up his laundry, and here's what he did.
what a genius.
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 We're talking
wow,
big
what is that
time winner
scary
here.
thing he has on the floor right there?
Oh yeah, I think it looks like a Pikachu mask. I don't know.
It's a
Is
Five
that
Nights at Freddy mask.
Five Nights at
Oh,
Freddy's.
yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Ikaika Shively always coming in hot with
Boom.
facts.
Wow, what a genius.
All right, what's next?
Your kid is
Ikaika?
smart. You raised him
Smart.
well.
All right, now watch this. See,
Uh-oh.
this is something that Josh Macuga would do.
This is not going to end
I
well.
don't want to hit the water. I don't want to hit the water. Josh, I don't want to hit the water. I don't want to hit the water.
Amazing. Amazing. Amazing.
Why didn't she? Here's the thing: is it's going towards her. Why didn't she jump like right now? Jump
Takes,
now.
Like,
She still would have done it. I
Jump
think.
now. Jump
to
now.
jump takes guts. It's nerve wracking.
And that's the part of like the lake that you look down you're like, "Ugh, I don't want to land at that.
Yeah.
part." And then boom. This is a tough look. And her look at her friend is like,
One of her friends just has a drink.
It's a pina colada with a power straw.
Yeah, she's like, "You'll get there."
Everybody knows.
Exactly. oh, there she goes. Side note, I love watermelon. Might be my favorite fruit.
Is it?
So good.
I gave
so
the
good.
watermelon origin story the other day on the show.
What is the
Tuesday.
watermelon origin
I
story?
will send you the video.
Okay. Okay.
We,
Okay.
one more.
Oh, we have one more. All right, here we go.
Law is our master. Law chooses who will go and who will stay. I have been chosen.
They're baby possums.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Law is our master.
I'm like, oh, it's kind of cute. Wait, they're disgusting. I feel bad that the one is leaving. He's leaving all of his little family behind.
Yeah. My
A lot of
co-host on
thoughts.
Eating History, Old Smoky, lives in West Virginia, and he sent me this video. He's like, "Look what I found in my yard!" And it's like a bunch of baby possums. Like, get rid of those
Yeah.
immediately. You cannot have those. They have rabies. Something is going to eat you.
Did he keep him?
I don't know. He lives in West Virginia.
Yeah, well.
I mean, no offense to West Virginia, but like possums are like kind of like,
thing.
hang out at local bars.
We have
I don't know.
earthquakes. They have
Yeah,
possums.
Correct.
So
Exactly. It's a
fair
trade-off.
trade-off.
What
Yeah.
are you gonna do? Ashley Mova, you're an absolute legend. Just awesome.
Thank you guys for having
God,
me. This was
so
so
great
much
having you.
fun.
You're so fun, and you're welcome anytime you want to come back.
Thank you.
Anytime.
I only had anxiety for one portion of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you not? Should you want us to delete that part when we re-up them?
No, I'm talking about this. Just like the movie talk part is the only time I had anxiety.
Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't have to talk. We could have just.
No, I'm totally just joshing with you.
There's a dad joke.
Hey.
And the next time, I want to get you and Sinead on the show at the
Yes.
same time.
Oh my
'cause
gosh.
that was the
Definitely.
original plan.
The
that was
original plan.
promised.
I mean, imagine us with
All
this
of
thing,
this.
with this thing, and you know.
Well, no.
Boom, boom, boom.
Somebody would sit here, and we could figure.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm gonna probably saw that off and like put a brace underneath to get
Okay.
rid of that.
Now getting real
because-
creative.
I can help with that, Josh.
Well, here's the thing. Thanks, Mark. Mark is incredible at construction, and when I
Yeah?
say
Are you
incredible,
being sarcastic?
Yeah,
correct.
that's the
Okay.
ongoing joke is,
Yeah.
basically Ken and me swept. That's,
as
that's
I
what we
built
did.
this whole
Yeah. Because Josh he's pure dad. He was taking over. I mean, Rosie was on the way, and he was just like, he just locked in, and
Yeah.
I'm doing what I can to help. He's like, "You're doing it wrong."
You're
That's
sweeping
basically what I got.
incorrectly.
So I basically was like,
Oh.
"Can I sweep? Is that?"
Just
And then
sweep.
he just kind of nodded, and I'm like, "I think we're okay with sweeping." Okay, here we go.
Here we
And
go.
this is how the table turned out.
I know.
This is
Well,
the result.
Here's the thing: as I knew how to build that, and I knew how to build that
You did
wall.
that too?
Yeah, and I knew how to
That's
build
good.
that.
Wow,
and I
you're
knew how to build
handy.
this.
Yeah, no, come on.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
didn't have like a clear vision. I probably should have drawn things out of what this table needed to look like. So I
it makes
built
sense, but it doesn't make sense for
it right
two people.
behind here. Correct. It makes sense for two. You just have to move the camera over, so like you're there, and then like we put you on the corner, or with 3 people, which we figure out all the time. Is like this person's over here, like putting their leg through.
Okay, they got the leg going.
The leg going. Do you know what I'm saying?
The prop.
Things you guys can't see behind camera.
Yeah.
But we'll figure it out. Maybe the next time you come, I'll have sawed it off by then.
Perfect.
We'll see. I need to get like a bunch of tools.
You'll figure it out.
I love your faith in me, Ashley Mova. You're the best. Remember, everybody.
God!
Today's
Wow.
Boone's
Getting
Bourbon.
excited.
A special thanks again to Boone's Bourbon. DrinkBoonesBourbon.com, the official sponsor of the Good People Association. Tyler Boone, Americana rock legend, is the purveyor of this fine spirit from Charleston, South Carolina. Number 6 in the world, number 1 in your heart, and Ashley Mova's new favorite bourbon.
For pina coladas. What a combo.
Here's a funny thing. When he came in last Friday, he put it in his coffee, so we can mix it with really
I could
anything.
see that.
Nice little bourbon coffee.
Interesting.
Boom, bang, boom. Thank you all for joining us. Remember, every day you choose positivity. It's an active choice. Call somebody, text somebody, tell them you love them. It matters. It's way easier to love than hate. Find the good. We'll see you tomorrow.